Hello everyone, thanks for tuning in to today's second video, doing JMA Friday for today's second video. So as always on a Friday, we're having a look at the weather for the month ahead with the Japanese and CFS beauty models. And I shall get on with that for you in a moment. Just say that first video, say 6 AM upload. And we've got 10 to 14 there with all of the regular features coming for you later on this afternoon. Please like, share, subscribe on videos. Thank you so very much everybody for doing that. I hope you're having a lovely Friday. It's 12 months since I had my operation. So, I don't know if that's something to celebrate or not really. Yeah, I suppose it is. Yeah, so 12 months ago, I was just waking up from my op and I'd have 4 consecutive shots of morphine. I was having a good time, actually. Even better than the magic water. I don't know. Anyway, we'll go on with JMA Friday. So, this is a week 1 500 millibar height anomaly from the Arctic and the North Pole view down. So this is the North Pole just here. Wider Arctic circle is around there. And then, of course, got my batteries through here. Blue is extrapolating to below average heights, which is low pressure. Yellow, orange, and red to above average heights. High pressure fees are broken down into week periods. So the first week period going to take us from the 31st of March today to 7th of April. The coming week, this next week, the week which is starting, if you like, has above average heights sitting over and to the north of the country. We should be bringing in wind from an easterly direction, so not relatively anticyclonic and should be reasonably dry. Could be a little bit on the cool side. Week 2 will be the 7th to the 14th of April. High pressure above average heights, more or less in over the top of the country. Low pressure below average heights out to our north and west. Again, that should bring a lot of dry weather with it as well. And then weeks 3 and 4 is the 14th to 28th of April. And again, above average heights sitting over and to the east of the country, with below average heights out to the west. Could be a little bit more unsettled that, but trough low pressure closer to us. It should be quite warm though, I think, that. Bring up wind from a southerly direction, and for more northeasters, we still are close to that anticyclonic influence there. Right, let's have a look at the tropical latitude view then. So we can't see the Arctic, Greenland, Iceland, Scandinavia, all those areas off the chart up here. But we're in the top right-hand corner of the chart as you're looking at it for the UK and Ireland. And a reminder of the week 1 500 millibar height anomaly from the 31st March 7th of April, with the above average heights right in over top of the country. A lot of dry weather there. The temperature anomaly for week 1 is above average for more northern areas, nearer normal further south. Notice on the continent it does actually look quite cool in the next week, and we could bring some of that in across the south and the east, especially start picking up that easterly wind. Also looks relatively dry with precipitation anomalies coming out slightly drier than normal. Week 2 will be the 7th to the 14th of April, with again the high pressure right in over top of the country once again. Temperature anomaly is average to above, especially so for more northern areas, and the precipitation anomaly is average to drier than normal as well. So first couple of weeks of April looking relatively dry and mild here, and then weeks 3 and 4 takes us from the 14th to 28th of April with high pressure to our northeast, low pressure to our southwest, and up comes both southerly southeast wind. The temperature anomaly for weeks 3 and 4 is average to a little bit above. Notice it does look quite warm over on the continent with those yellow colours. That's 1 to 2 degrees above average. Wind goes southerly southeast. That could be quite warm, getting the temperature towards 20 degrees maybe for the first time this season. And then precipitation anomalies for more northern areas looks dry and on, but it does also start a bit western to the south and to the southwest. So we might be starting to see signs of slightly more unsettled conditions there, especially later on in April. Right, let's have a look at CFSV2, see how that compares. So again, these are 500 millibar height anomalies broken down into week periods. The first week period takes us from the 31st March to 6th of April. Coming week has high pressure towards Scandinavia, low pressure to our south and east, and also out to our northwest, and high pressure towards Spain, Portugal. Very complicated pattern, but but essentially, as well, low pressure's breaking too. I reckon we're probably bringing in a wind from an easterly direction there. Week 2 is going to be the 7th to the 13th of April. High pressure up over Scandinavia and ridging to the southwest Europe. Low pressure's out in the Atlantic. So high pressure over Scandinavia wants to keep wind going from an easterly direction. Low pressure and the Azores High wants to bring in a westerly type blow. That could be a little bit unsettled, especially so for more western areas. Week 3 is going to be the 14th to the 20th of April. Low pressure is away to the northwest. High pressure is to the east of the country. Winds should be coming up from a very mild or even warm southerly southwesterly direction, but low pressure in the Atlantic could be keeping things unsettled. And then week 4 is the 21st to 27th of April. High pressure blocking things out to the north and extending a ridge down into northwest Europe. So that could be turning drier there. And should still be relatively warm despite the blocking area of high pressure within, the northern latitude between Greenland and Svalbard, maybe. Right, okay, temperature anomaly for week 1, going to be the 31st March, 6th of April. A little bit of above average for Scotland and Northern Ireland, but a little bit below average for England and Wales. And notice the continent looking really quite cold in the next week as well. If we get wind into the east, we could start to bring some of that chilly air in from the east, but by the time we get through to week 2, temperatures are recovering. This is 7th to the 13th of April. Temperatures beginning to pick up for the UK and Ireland. Notice much of the continent is going closer to average with temperature anomaly then. Week 3 is looking quite warm. This is the 14th, 20th of April. We're in the red colours, which is 1 to 2 degrees at least above average. That will be enough to get temperature into the 20 Celsius, I think, for the first time this year. Maybe our first 70 Fahrenheit of the season occurring there, 14th to the 20th of April. And then week 4 is the 21st to the 27th of April, and it still looks really quite warm. Again, 1 to 2 degrees at least above average on the temperature scale. So a warm second half to April in particular, with CFS precipitation. Finally, for week 1, 31st March, 6th April, it's wetter than average in most parts of Ireland and the UK. And week 2 also looks rather wet as well, so more unsettled with CFS compared to the JMA, with more influence from low pressure in the Atlantic. Week 3 is also looking rather wetter than normal, 14th to 20th of April. Again, see above average rainfall, especially to the west. Maybe something a little bit drier by week 4, 21st, 27th of April, although the signal is really weak by then as ever. So we've got a little bit of disagreement, actually, today with JMA Friday. A little bit of uncertainty, April uncertainty with JMA Friday, maybe. It does look as though we're going to see a recovery in the pressure pattern. So we're going to have more high-pressure influences to north and east after a very cyclonic, very low-pressure-dominated March. However, the position of the high pressure, the strength of the high pressure, is going to be critical because it doesn't look as though the CFS is truly getting rid of the Atlantic influence, at least not until week 4, and that's like getting to the last week or so of April. The JMA is strong with the high pressure though, so the JMA scenario will be much drier for April, whereas the CFS scenario is quite wet. They both indicate quite a warm April, I think, as well. Maybe starting off a bit cold, but certainly later on, the signal definitely there, particularly from CFS, to turn things warmer. So potentially we have a warmer and drier April on our hands here, but it might not necessarily be plain sailing. And I guess you would expect that, given how strong low pressure in the Atlantic has been. You wouldn't expect it just to switch off and go away after such a run of low pressure dominated weather. So let's wait and see where things are going, but certainly signs of improvement from a precipitation perspective. The hints are there, but we should get some drier and warmer weather through this April. Well, if you enjoyed JMA Friday this week, please can you like, share, subscribe. It's just a snapshot of what model is showing. Any forecast beyond 5-7 days comes with health warnings and large pinches of salt attached. We will be back later on with your 10 to 14 day, including all of red features, so I'll see you a little bit later on for that one. But JMA Friday this week, that's all for now, and thanks so much.